Welcome to Harford County Living, brought to you by Town Grill and Pub, right down there in Jopletown Shopping Plaza, home of the Mariner Pizza. This is a pizza that you definitely got to have. Crab dip on top, their own special crab dip, topped with lump crab meat, shrimp, and of course mozzarella cheese and cheddar cheese. Now I'm hungry and I want to go get some, so we're done for today. Just kidding. My name's Rich Bennett. We have three special guests here this week. With it being breast cancer awareness, I wanted to bring these three in. We have Pam Winnie, who is a breast cancer survivor, also owner of Artistry. We also have Delmonica Cobb, owner of DIA Massage, right?
DIA Massage Studio, yes. And
another breast cancer survivor, Jodi Gonzales, the one you may hear laughing in the background every once in a while. So we're going to turn it over to Pam. Pam, tell us a little bit about, I guess, how it all came about to you starting Artistry.
Well, basically, I'm an artist by trade, and after going through breast cancer, I didn't like what I saw in the doctor's books as the after pictures, and I thought, I'm an artist, I can do better than that. So I set out to find out where I could go for training for paramedical tattooing. I didn't even know what it was called at the time.
Right.
So I went to Texas and California and Florida and learned from some of the best technicians out there, and that's how I started my business. Primarily I was focused on just doing the areolas for breast cancer survivors because I wanted to make them look like you could tweak them.
Okay.
And I also learned about permanent makeup because a lot of my ladies that go through cancer, they don't have, after chemo,
right,
they may not have their eyebrows come back, so I can tattoo their eyebrows back on for them.
Interesting.
And also eyeliner and lips. But that's how I got into it.
And how long have you been doing it now?
5.5 years.
5.5 years. And you're located, what, Bel Air, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
510 South Main Street.
Delmonica.
Yes.
And, all right, first of all, because you two know each other, right?
We do.
And how is it that you two came about knowing each other? And I guess you guys also do some stuff, work together somehow, or you refer people to her and vice versa?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. We met through a mutual surgeon. He's actually a surgeon that reconstructs breast.
Okay.
And by working with him through something else,
yes.
it wasn't, through breast cancer or anything. Mm-hmm. But, after speaking to him, he referred me to Pam. And then once we met, we just kicked it off. It was just a connection that was just out of this world. It really was. We just started to talk and everything. And she was like, well, you're a massage therapist. We actually have space here. So, I don't know.
You told me the location where she's at.
Right.
Okay.
So I said, okay, you know what? Let me talk to some people, So I did. And we're working in the same building. We're neighbors.
Oh, really?
We're neighbors, yes. Yeah. And then I was telling her, I really wanted to give back. And
right.
She said, well, how do you want to give back? I said, well, breast cancer survivors, they are not necessarily informed about lymphatic massages. And I do manual lymph drainage. And she was like, wow, well, that's something that we could really use here. So that was just an instant connection there.
Yeah,
so
not too
that's
many
what I
people
do.
are trained in that. So you have to be, as a breast cancer survivor, you have to be very careful about having massages done because if it's done the wrong way, you can develop lymphedema.
Oh.
Right.
And that's a fear for any of us who have been through it.
It's swelling of the soft tissues. Yes. And with manual lymph drainage, therapists, what they use is a very light touch to filter and purify the lymphatic system. With that, you're removing cell debris, inflammation, bacteria by way of the lymph nodes. So that helps out tremendously in their recovery.
So I guess for you two, most of your clients you're getting are through surgeons, or I mean.
Well, I am, and word of mouth. as
Yes.
well.
Right.
Which is how Jodi found out about me.
Jodi. Okay. Why don't you go ahead and tell us your story?
My story. Well, I'm a breast cancer survivor. I had a unilateral mastectomy. And through chemo, I continued to work just to keep a sense of normalcy about my life. And I'd do something different with my head every time I went in for treatment. A different hat, crazy, like, and then I met.
Okay,
I met somebody else.
Wondering there for a minute.
I met somebody else that was kind of doing the same thing, and she'd bring me in this long pink flamingo hat, and we'd trade off hats and everything. So the last treatment, I figured I needed to do something special. And so through a women's networking, a local women's networking group on purpose networking, a friend of mine, Judah, referred me to called Dawn, who I actually already knew, and she referred me to Pam. I was just looking for an artist because I wanted to paint my head. So and so Pam painted my head, and it's the first time she ever painted my head.
Permanent, right?
No, not that one. Yeah, we could shave right now and see what's left, but no. So she did it with watercolors. The group of us kind of came up with a design, had music and scripture on it, and flowers and butterflies and all kinds of fun stuff. So, and then kind of like, I think Pam has this effect on a lot of people because we met and it was like we'd known each other for forever, just like y'all.
Exactly.
I was going to say, I should have had you bring some. You could paint my head.
Yep.
I
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I'd be afraid to see what you'd paint on it.
So then through that, I became patient, customer, I don't know what you call me, of hers, client. A client of Pam's.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to take a little break. Then when we come back, we're going to talk about some events coming up that have a lot to do with breast cancer. And we'll see what else they have in store for us because, you know, with Jodi, you never know. So you're listening to Harford County Living on 1330, 104.7 The Point. All right, welcome back again. My name is Rich Bennett, host of Harford County Living. We're along with our three guests, Pam, Winnie, Delmonica Cobb, and of course, Jodi Gonzales. We're going to go back to Jodi because actually Jodi owns a business right here in Harford County too that we didn't even talk about. So.
Oh, I don't know.
You work there. Hey, that's fine. You work there. That's good too. So they're going to go ahead and talk about their businesses. Any specials they have. What? Oh boy, I am in trouble with this one. Okay, go ahead, Jodi.
I work at Classic Team Sports, and we do.
They're the ones that made this shirt, by the way.
Yes, and this shirt. But so we do a lot of the local rec teams and high school teams and also some of the businesses in the area. We do a screen print and embroidery, promotional products, anything you can think of. But they're very supportive of the community, and I love working, just being involved. So
that's one of the questions I want to ask because it seems like with us, with Harford County Living, our big thing is supporting local businesses. Mm-hmm. But you said that they also support a lot in the community. What kind of things do they do in the community?
Well, they support a lot of the fundraising, the teams that do fundraising, boosters, and that sort of thing. They'll donate items and help get certain things in place for activities like school after prom parties and that type of thing. So, yeah. Okay.
Delmonica. You're standing there just listening. And I know you had something to add too, didn't you?
Well, I just want to tell you that the power of touch is so important. When you think about patients, just young patients, even infants that are in the hospital, and they talk about how, when you touch them, they just become much better.
Right.
And then also you think about hospice patients. The power of touch is also important there as well. And you can just increase their the rest of their living. Okay, but when you think about, your veterans and you think about your breast cancer survivors, they're very strong, and for them, I offer a discount. It's, I give
for veterans and breast cancer
veterans
survivors?
and breast cancer survivors, yes. I do $50 massages for the both of them, and that's year round. And that's their price.
That's good. That's really good.
She's awesome.
That's what I've been told.
Oh, yeah.
See? Right?
Oh, of course. Hey, and what about you?
Well, with what I do with helping breast cancer survivors, it's one of those things that people don't really think about it until you have to, until you go through it. And when you can finally look in that mirror and your scars aren't the first things that you see anymore.
Right.
It means something. And I've had people say, well, the only ones that's going to see them are you and your husband. So, we're important. We need to feel, it's that step to being
Giving them more confidence.
more normal, your new normal.
Back to that new normal.
Right,
yeah.
but you're giving them more confidence as well.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Okay. I want to talk about Baltimore Cancer Support Group a minute. They have a fundraiser coming up. It's their 25th annual fundraiser. It's a Halloween bash costume party. Even though they're not from Harford County, there are a lot of people from Harford County that actually are part of this group, and a lot of people that have gone through them as well. Jerry Booker is the executive director. But they have a bull roast, like I said, bull roast costume party coming up Saturday, October 24th from 7 to 12. It's going to be at Columbus Gardens. Bull, shrimp, pit beef, ham. The food's just awesome at Columbus Gardens. So if you get a chance, you want to go there, it's $50 per person. $25 of that is tax deductible. You can call Jerry Booker at 410-671-6828. Or visit them at BaltimoreCancerSupportGroup.org and purchase your tickets online. Unfortunately, this year I won't be able to make it because Jerry yelled at me for that because I have another event that I have to DJ. But hopefully you guys can get down there. And actually, Pam, they did something. They did a car show right there in front of Town Grill and Pub. I think you had a table set up there.
Well, I
know you weren't there, but
my sister helped man the table for me, and I have to give a shout out to the Town Grill and Pub because they're holding a fundraiser actually tomorrow for me for raising all the money that's raised through the event is actually going to go towards helping to cover breast cancer survivors. So I'm going to be able to help from 12 to 15 women for free.
Oh, wow.
With what they're doing for me with the paint night. It's a girls' night out, and the evening class is completely sold out, but there's still a couple spaces for the afternoon class. But still, it's going to be...
They're doing two classes?
So it's going to be a girls' night out during the day, too.
Girls' day out.
I was going to say, how often do they do the girls' night out? Seems like they do that a lot.
Oh, all the time.
Yeah, they do. They have how many?
At least 4 a month, if not more.
Yeah.
That's every weekend.
They have all kinds of different projects. So
Depends
it's not
on the
just,
night.
I don't know. I just know a lot of times I lose my wife and daughter to them. So I think they need to hold more. So that's my piece of advice.
Yeah, and they do.
I'm going to get in trouble for that one.
Yeah.
Boy. I know they had a car show down there that, like I said, that helped out a lot with Baltimore Cancer. The Town Grill and Pub, I got to admit, gives back to the community, too. I know they've helped out with the rec program down there in Joppatown, the Lions Club. I even think they set up in Jarrettsville for... Was it the carnival? Or something like that. Yeah. So, again, if you get a chance, they're our sponsor, so you get a chance, make sure you get down there to Town Grill and Pub, right there in the Joppatown Shopping Plaza. You can call them at 410-538-4665. Another event that's coming up, Edgewood Lions Club is having another Bull and Oyster Roast. Theirs is actually the day right after Baltimore Cancer Support Group. So theirs is Sunday, October 25th at the Richland Ballroom. That's from 2 to 6. Bull and Oyster, of course. And that one I will be at because I'm actually DJing that one. So if you want tickets for that, contact Bob Sullivan at 410-676-3684. Anything to add before we go to break again?
Well, yes.
Okay, go ahead.
You need to tell people where to find Delmonica and I.
Oh, yes.
We're at the Renaissance.
That would help.
Yes.
Yeah, that would help.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, the Renaissance, 510 South Main Street, Bel Air, Maryland.
Both of you are in there.
Yes,
We're on the
second floor.
Yep.
And where do you find where you're working at, Jodi?
We're in the at the business park.
I know.
I spent so much time giving directions. I forget what it's called, but yeah. So right where Denny's is. But
on 24. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So there's the Edgewood Business Park that's right along all those new hotels that they built where the McDonald's burned down.
Oh, okay. So across the street.
We're in that business park
Across from was it Best Western?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hotel or something like that?
Well, it's a Motel 6 now. So it's across the street from Denny's off 24. And you just go down there.
Okay, perfect. All right, we'll be right back after this break. Again, you're listening to Harford County Living. My name is Rich Bennett, right here on 1330, 1047 The Point. Okay, we're back again. Welcome back to Harford County Living right here on 1330, 1047 The Point. I'm Rich Bennett along with Pam Winnie, Delmonica Cobb, and Jodi Gonzales. One important thing, and I think a lot of people out there ignore this because they say, oh, this could not happen to me. But tell us how important it is to go to your doctor all the time to get checked and all that.
Very important.
Extremely. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mine was detected through a mammogram. And it was suggested to me that I go for a biopsy because something showed up.
Right.
And thankfully, they had the previous x-rays to go by so that they could see there was a difference. And mine was caught very early. I dodged the chemo bullet. I didn't have to do radiation because it was caught early.
Right.
And of course, anytime you have that word attached to you, it's very upsetting, and you go through all kinds of emotions and the whole range. And I was a basket case for a while, but then I just realized, well, you know, my way of handling it was with a sense of humor. And it's not always appropriate, but that's the way I handled it. And I just tell women all the time that let Jodi's shirt, get your mammies grammed, because that's the key. A lot of women don't find it on their own. Right. Mine was very deep. I would have never felt it. And wow. I had a rather aggressive type of cancer, and it was like by the chest wall. So I would have never felt the lump. And not all cancers are lumps.
Oh, really?
True.
Yep. There's many different kinds of cancers out there, and it's scary. So and it is scary, but that's why you get yourself checked.
I guess, and support comes in big with that too. I mean, especially if you have friends and family around, and like I said, the support groups out there too. That's a big plus. And with people
Definitely.
like you guys doing what you do, and I know you're not just with the tattoos, the massage, and all that, but with your mindset, and especially for what you've been through, you'll probably make people feel more at ease, I would think.
It's very important to have someone that makes you feel very comfortable
Right.
when you're being serviced. The person that brought us together, which was a mutual surgeon, he referred a very personal friend of mine, and of course I took them to Pam, and just instantly that person felt so comfortable in her chair. And did you want to talk about how?
Yeah, because I was going to say, I guess with you being a woman and doing it with women, I guess they would feel more comfortable.
Definitely.
I don't know if they would feel comfortable with a guy doing it. I mean,
Yeah,
Some don't.
Yeah.
right.
And having
you've
been down
there.
that road,
Right.
you know, I kind of know what they go through and the whole healing process. And with the way I work, I use topical anesthetics. So even though people think that, and Jodi can attest to this,
Yeah.
even though people
If you're not comfortable, she'll make you comfortable.
and you can be surprised at how much you do still have feeling, even though
Right.
a lot of women don't have a lot of feeling after going through mastectomies. There is some sensation still there, and I use topical anesthetics to keep them numb through the whole process.
What exactly is topical anesthetics? You have me lost on that one.
Well, it's a cream. It's a numbing cream.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I use a gel. Like once the skin is open, I use a gel, and that's for the eyebrows and eyeliner too.
Okay.
So, pain is not our friend.
No.
Not at that final stage, it's not for sure.
Because this is putting the icing on the cake.
Yes.
And I guess with you have some people that will not go to the doctors, but they can always check for themselves too, right? But like you said, not all cancer has lumps.
It's
Right.
important to be checked.
So,
Yep.
Yeah, you can't do it all yourself.
Yep.
wow. All right, so you hear that, people. Get out there and get checked, definitely, without a doubt. I mean, how often? Once a year? Or
Go for
What-
your regular annual female doctor gynecologist appointment, and they will always send you to a mammogram annually.
Yeah.
And then if they're following something, they'll either have you come in every 6 months or every 3 months or every month, depending on what they're watching.
All right, once again, you're listening to Harford County Living. My name is Rich Bennett. Also, make sure you go to our website. You'll be able to watch this video when it's done on harfordcountyliving.com. We'll be back again soon, actually next week. Who do we have coming in? We have Mike Perone, councilman from Joppatown. We also have Mary Ann Ford for Strides for CJD, and Laurie Guthrie, who is going to be talking to us. Her father owns Ben's Tires in Joppa, and she's also putting on a big fundraiser for the Michael J. Fox Foundation, so we'll be discussing Parkinson's disease. Right here on 1330, 104.7 The Point.